in which hopefully I'm gonna try to figure out the passage. I'm gonna have to see if I can navigate that in a reasonable way. So I know the developers when they made this stuff, they all play in admin mode. They don't have to worry about about how much they're gonna die trying to figure this out. So my goal here is to first work through it in cloak mode and in god mode to figure out what platforms I'm supposed to jump on when. And then I'm going to try going in there just in god mode to see if I can dodge all the stuff that's in there and try to do the jumping in the sequence that they planned it to be done. So it's all very convoluted, the changes recently. And what my goal is to figure it out, do the jumping, make the purchases multiple times, and then add the books that are sold there to my vendor so people don't have to continue dying and dying and dying because it's very irritating. You know, it might cost like 4 silver to buy it at my vendor, but at least you don't have to suffer, you know, because I already have the books in game on server, on the Age of Calamity server that I play on. But I need my books, right, to send the other stuff. So I want to get extra copies. That's the goal. Um, I'm not sure if the bot for Twitch streams is going to catch this, but mm, yeah, it's still not adding it. So I guess I'll have to check on that. I'll have to check on that later. But yeah, this is going to be okay. First thing I'm going to do is, of course, admin, right? And this is just single player, so it doesn't matter. Um, One thing I want to do is give myself some moon silver. And then I need the faction potion. And then give myself all the factions, complete all the quests. There's a reason for this. I need to check something real quick. I've been trying to like save up to get the this is so stupid. I've been saving up to buy a grunt from the merchants here. Inside the faction hall. But what I want to do is see if I'm able to run in here. I didn't engage God mode, so this is gonna be bad. It's fine. I'm just wearing medium armor. Ow! Don't hit me! Ow! I didn't do God mode yet. There's no reason to do it. I've been here before. Okay. I want to buy this just to see what it looks like because I don't want to save up all this stuff. So I've been offline doing a couple of runs. I've been looking for honor tokens to buy the new faction pet for the North Watch of Stormhold, which is a new sub-faction that was just added. There's a lion pet, and then there's the captain that you can have as a pet, and I want to see if that's comparable to the I want to see if it's comparable to the Servants of Wraith because those are really short. They're shorter than the actual ones in game, and they do the same thing with the Scourge Hounds. They're smaller than the in-game versions. Okay, it did finally show up in the in the Twitch streams channel. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So I wanna save up to get this, and I have over 200 honor tokens saved up to get the 250 that I need to save for this pet in game. And I've been wondering if it's actually worth it just to be able to see it in game, but I want to wait, save up the currency, craft it on my station, and put it down for the first time with that. But I want to see if the for the Vangul ones, specifically before we start the passage testing, I want to see if the Vangul grunt is different than the corrupted grunt. If I can find the merchant. There he is.
How can I help you? For honor.
Okay, bought a grunt. Slash home. And I'll just give myself the corrupted one because I wanted to do the purchase. Because I wasn't sure if I could admin panel it in. Anyone following the on-stream gameplay would know that I made my corrupted grunts before they changed the price to include honor tokens. So I just want to see if this is different. They're going to be deleted in like 3 seconds. And this is the grunt that I bought. It's pretty much just aesthetics at this point. Oh, journey step. Okay. So one's a grunt, one's a corrupted grunt. This one has armor and everything, and looks I guess more clean. I don't know. 5,250. Yep. Same. I don't know what's in his inventory. Is that... Are those his attack maneuvers? Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna move you over just a bit. Bit of a side-by-side comparison, even though we're not really on level ground. Or are we? Let me move you over here. Yeah, he's just shorter. He's shorter than the regular grunt. The regular grunt versus the corrupted grunt, the eyes glow more. They have a different weapon. One has armor, the other doesn't. This one's got... Well, he's bleeding because he's not at full health. But neither is this guy, and he's not... He doesn't look injured. This guy looks injured. Like, if you look at his legs, right there, you see the blood? So I just kind of wanted to look at the difference of the aesthetic, because I can craft corrupting grunts cheaper than I can save up to get this. Which tells me that this is not worth it. This is not worth me saving up the moon silver to do it. So yeah, that's definitely not worth the effort. All right, let's get into the point of this stream. Which is to figure out the passage. Cloak mode and God mode first. And then we'll... I've heard you're supposed to approach it from the front, right here. But I don't know if that's the case. I'm gonna try to warp a little bit farther away, just to get the visual of running over there. Because I know you got a couple of spiders over here, you got all these things here. And I've fought all that stuff before. You'd probably place a bedroll somewhere around here. I don't have any. Interesting. I'm gonna drop that moon silver because I didn't earn that. It's just for testing. there's two entrances to the passage, by the way. Um, there's the one here, and then there's one up here in this region. I think it's I want to say it's right about here. And you can go in and go straight to the underground, um, go straight to the underwater cavern dungeon. I haven't been a lot of places with this character, but just kind of want to see what's gonna happen. I don't really need to eat at this point. Let me just get some water. Make sure that I'm hydrated for this next part. In game, these ghosts are terrifying. These ones right here. I'm playing with Iwa, so this is not gonna be fun. Okay. Lots of big spiders, so arachnophobia warning if anybody needs it. You might not want to watch this one. They've updated the passage to include a lot of scourge spiders, but apparently the strategy is supposed to be that you can just dodge them, and I don't believe that's possible. I think people are playing in cloak mode by accident, and they just didn't understand what they were talking about. And you can't really see. Visibility in here is not the best, so I'm just gonna use a torch here and try to figure this out. So you got all these platforms up here, one of which has a spider spawning on it. So I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that, but let's scurry around like a tourist and see if we can find out where we're supposed to go here. There should be a jump pad on the ground. But the thing is, I've tried climbing this and I got all the way up to first level. There's like a cage there. What is that? Okay, that's an update. They must have moved the scourge. They must have moved the... Oh, that's weird. Maybe they expect you to come in from that way. Alright. I guess cloak just makes them walk right through me. That's fine. We're just gonna look around on the ground, you know, like I have infinite time to do this. I mean, I don't know how you would manage to do this with everything attacking you. You'd have to do some scouting in single player to make this happen. Interesting. I don't have double jump, so I can't just clear obstacles like I used to be able to. I want to say this is where I came in at. That's new. Okay. Okay, run here. I want to say the first one's going to be on top of this, but... It's a Felgarth only spell, and I didn't earn that, so I'm not going to read it. Okay. So you climb on top of this. What else do you do? That's the thing. Part of this you can climb on. Which would lead you to believe that the whole thing can be climbed on, but like, that's not the case. So the jump pads all glow, which makes me think that that's where you're supposed to, like... The only thing is I can't reverse engineer that, because if I could find the one that's on the jump pad that will let me... Yeah, because you can't aim the jump pads in a given direction. You have to just trial and error your way into stuff. So I don't... It's not gonna let me aim the jump pads in reverse or do anything in that manner. So I have to find the first one in order to start doing anything. So I don't necessarily need a light source because the jump pads are supposed to be like white circles, if I'm recalling correctly from the one that's up there on the platform. I've flown up there to get it, so I know. So a lot of this might be me just running around trying to see what I can see. Um, I'm planning to take this surveying knowledge into my next attempt when I try to do this without cloaking, but in God mode, because I think that's how they put this together. They had to put this together in a very removed from the actual investment that you have to deal with, you know, because I've been reading about people saying that they have drop on death on their server, so it's tougher for them to do any of this stuff because they have to have the gear that it takes to get in here, and then they keep dying and dying and dying. And then other people are like, we just use less building placement restrictions to build an elevator from the platform across, so you don't have to worry about all that stuff down there if you're not ready for that. It's supposed to be a basic skill. But that's the thing that irritates me so much about this mod and about the changes that they've made recently. Their whole strategy of just run or just get good at it doesn't really factor in the fact that you need other... I shouldn't need an RP add-on to make your game playable. I shouldn't need an additional mod to fix what you've broken, okay? If I'm telling you something's too difficult, or if the people playing your mod don't like it, you should maybe listen to your audience instead of telling me that, oh, you can get less building placement restrictions to build around the challenge that I've created. You know, I don't even know where to start with this, to be honest. And I don't envy anyone who actually is trying to play this game for the first time. I've been at level 120 for ages now. And even though it was tedious to do this before the changes, pre-patch, pre 2.2 patch specifically, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do this and get my upgrades so I don't have to worry about it later. And wow, was that a good decision. Oh my goodness, I cannot convey to you how happy I am that I don't have to do this as a regular character. I already have tier 5 magic. I don't have to worry about, I have tier 5 fire. I don't have to worry about any of this. I already have my blood magic altars and stuff already crafted. I'm good to go. I don't need to be here. You know, I'm just doing this to try to help people out that don't know what's happening. So this is just me running around like ranting about the changes that have already been made to a mod in English, and hoping that, well, I guess not even hoping, I know no one's listening, you know. So that's that waterfall. Maybe it's this way? That's another thing, there's no clues, there's no hints, there's just limited visibility. Interesting. I would think there'd be a jump pad on the floor, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just looking for nothing. Oh. Well, that was dumb. Yeah, at this stage I think I would be using an orb of light anyway. But I'm just gonna run around and try to find where this goes from the ground floor, like, without flying. I I probably should fly actually, just to see where it's supposed to be, but I'm thinking that maybe I'll just run across a point and it'll be the thing that I need to get. Because you're supposed to be able to dodge the spiders, hit the jump pad, and hop up. But to me that seems virtually impossible because I don't even know where the jump pad would be, you know? Is it on top of one of these things? Is it over here? Am I supposed to climb? You know, give me a sign, you know? Don't make my life actually miserable. But I guess that's the order of the day for Age of Calamitous these days. You know, there's all sorts of, oh, just get the Pippi mod, it'll make it easier. Just get the RP mod. It'll fix everything. Just do this. Just craft better weapons with DM tools. There's all sorts of workarounds for poor design decisions, in my opinion, you know? I mean, really? We needed this? We needed this level of difficulty? But, you know. I don't even know. I can't even see where these are supposed to be, so. I've been running around trying to find them on the ground floor. Haven't found a single jump pad there. So I guess you're supposed to climb and then jump off somehow? Again, I'm doing all this exploring in God mode, so it's not like nothing's gonna nothing's gonna attack me or chase me out of here, so it's I guess it's fine, but I don't know. I don't understand how reasonable people are supposed to find their way around this area. You know, with the big friggin' spiders everywhere. That's another thing, that's so insensitive. I don't have an issue with spiders, but I know people who do, and it's just kind of unnecessary for you to add this many to this area. And this is supposed to be like a starter level thing you do. And I'm assuming that at some point I'm gonna have some sort of an epiphany and be like, oh, it's not that difficult. You just have to figure out the puzzle. It's a 3D puzzle. But like, what about the people who don't have the resources to continue coming back here an indefinite number of times, losing the stuff on their body and not being able to get to it because of the spiders in the region? You know, what do you tell those people? What do you tell people with arachnophobia that get triggered because watching this, because of trying to navigate this area because they want to do something that has nothing to do with spiders? And I can understand if this were spider magic, you know, the setting would make sense, but I doubt highly that blood belongs here, you know? And I don't think nature of any kind would really need this. So, that's just where I'm at right now. I mean, I don't have a flawless comprehension of the changes that they're making or why they're making them, you know? I'm probably gonna wind up flying for this too because I can't see anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. I cannot see a single thing anywhere. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know what's up here. What's in this? Who are you? I gotta split my torches because they stack with the stacking mod. Let's get rid of that. I might give myself one or two after this is over just because I'm doing this to explore the area. There's this platform with the spider on it. There's a jump pad from there. And inside here is the... I bet you can't even stand on this. It surprises me that they were able to move a boss in this game. Yeah, maybe I don't need to first person that hard. Seeing that thing turn my way was scary. Okay, for the sake of argument, let's say against all reason and logic, you find your way up here. There's one. There's two there. There's another one. I'm only seeing these jump pads on the pillars that come from the ceiling, too. That's the thing. I don't see a way to get up to these. Am I just dumb? I don't think I'm dumb. I think I'm just trying to do this in an unreasonable way, you know? There's gotta be like a hidden jump pad panel, maybe. Maybe there's a rock I have to break or something. But I don't know that I've seen anyone who knows how to do this. Maybe I'm just not triggering the that's not a statue thing, and that's where you're supposed to go with it. I don't know. Because there's a jump pad here that flings you over there. Okay, here's one on the ground. I missed one. So maybe you can take this and just start here. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it on for size. You're just walking along. Just a random citizen. Oh, what's this circle? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh. See that? That crunching sound makes me sad because I know people are gonna like, that's people dying. That's people losing hours of gameplay. Like, yep. Death number 2, honestly. This is just me running around trying to do this like the correct way. Maybe there's an aiming method I'm just not using, but let's try coming at it from above and jumping down onto it. Okay. So I did manage to to almost die here. And there's a scourge spider on this that's gonna get me. Alright. So that's step 1. Get onto this platform. We made it. Alright. Okay, that one. Oof. Yikes. Okay. This one should lead me there, unless I'm wrong. Could be wrong. So that's the reason that there's two jump pads here. If you want to go over there to that monster, you can, but this is the one to get to this platform. Ooh, that's a long fall. And I didn't even... Am I even close to this? No. Alright, let's run back over. Through all the scourge beings that would kill me 50 million times. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Should be close to the other jump pad here. No? Am I on the wrong side? Yeah, I am. It's over there. Let's run back across the field of things that will kill me easily. Like, I don't see any Zynaruses here, which is interesting. This is why playing in God mode when you're developing something can be really detrimental. Because, like, right now I'm playing, like a normal person, air quotes, but I'm not a normal person. Because, like, I know that... Okay. I know that this isn't going to kill me. That's the main thing. And none of the creatures are aggroing against me, which if I took off God mode right now, or cloak mode, they would all be swarming me. Like, I don't even know how a person's going to try to do this in, at all. I don't like platform games. I'm not really a platform game person, but we'll give it a shot, okay? I'm going to try to get this, and if I manage to get this with God mode and cloak mode on, and get to the platform and actually do it, then I'm going to try to do it with cloak mode off from the entrance with God mode on, and then I'm going to try to do it just as a regular player and see how many times I die after that. After all that trying. So what I'm doing is I'm directing my body in the middle of the air. What I found that helps is jumping down onto that one. Please. Yeah. Thanks. Alright, this one's gonna direct me over there, I think. Okay. In between these two. And now I'm gonna try to get this one to navigate me over there. Okay, so what I did there is, as I saw myself starting to overshoot, I turned. Apparently in this game you're allowed to turn, which is weird. So I've made it to the platform. I've made it to purchase the Tome of Blood Magic.
You can walk out of here with a bargain.
Nature Ascension Volume 1. Volume
Your
1.
choice.
First volume of Nature Ascension you can purchase there. So... I mean, I'm so thankful. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I think the Age of Calamitous server that I play on, as far as I know, one of the merchants we had, one of our players set up a vendor in like in sort of a burning temple that they created with the fire FX effects and stuff that we have available. They set up like an undead witches burning skeletons in the yard type of vendor set up over here in this region of the map in C7, where they had the Tome of Blood Magic that you can buy here for sale for like a silver.
You can walk out of here with a bargain.
I've never seen anybody sell the Tome of Nature Ascension.
Your choice.
But I don't know if I have any extras of that. What I want to do is get extras and start going through this and knowing how to do it as a regular player, you know? So that propels me to here, where the big spider is, right in front of it. Okay. It actually flung me past it. That's great. Maybe that'll happen for regular people. So this is the underground cavern. And this entrance over here is the entrance from the north. So if you check the map, it's somewhere in this area. There's an entrance there to the passage from the north, where there's like a walkway and everything. Um, Someone set up a camp right around the bend from it on the Age of Calamitous server. I'm blanking on the name of the clan that's there, but they have they have a legendary mine, and then they have some other stuff. And in game, before I've run out of here, jumped down again, jumped into the water, and dived down without fighting anything before. So I know I'm capable of doing it. Capable of getting to the underwater dungeon without dealing with any of the spiders in here if I had to do that. Say for arcane magic of some sort or whatever. So I can sort of like aim my body midair. And I guess that's what I have to do. I would guess. Anyway. So now that I've successfully navigated to one of the jump pads by myself, I'm gonna go back outside and turn off cloak and see how bad it gets. I think it's gonna be bad, but I'm not sure how bad. Oh man. Okay. I clicked and admin teleported on top of it. Okay, that was not a good idea. Okay, yeah. Alright. Let's take off cloak. So apparently the idea is not to fight anything in this area. What I've heard from the developers of the mod is that you're not supposed to fight any of the spiders in there. That's why they respawn so quickly. This is bad. I don't have any thralls. I don't have any help at all for this. But I am in God, which is great. So I guess it will take you a longer time to do this. More so if you have sucky weapons like I do. You know, this is just me using what I've got at this stage. You know, it's supposed to be a beginner's thing, right? Maybe the point of this is that you're supposed to wait until the end of the game to start doing. Maybe you're supposed to wait till level 120 to start trying to get this stuff. But the thing is, what they don't tell you is that not every player needs to do this to get this home. You know? This is so unnecessary. Because once again, you know, once you use the tome, it doesn't consume itself in its use. So you could have a server library on server that you put, or a bookshelf that you put right next to the faction hall of these tomes for people to borrow, and then put back, you know. You could have like a list of people and be like, okay, I'm gonna check it out now. Get your ascension and then bring it back and then have somebody else use it. So this whole vomiting thing, oh man, I'm probably gonna die alive doing this. You know? When I finally get out of God mode and try to do it, these guys will kill you with healing. You know? This is not a game. On server I have have like 4 wolves that would easily dispatch these guys. So I don't know if they just expect you to have thralls that can do it, or then you'd have to have thralls for the walk up here, and you'd have to have people that you knocked out fight all the way up here and then stop following you. This may be a little quicker. I don't know if this sword is better, but it's stun locking. Probably gonna have to do that next time. Just do the sword, because I almost ran out of stamina there. And I'm level 35 doing this, so we'll see. I doubt highly it's actually gonna work out, but I know now where the first jump pad is, and I think at this point I can hopefully navigate myself past it. I'm gonna try not to fight anything in this area, and we'll see how far I get. So I just immediately jumped past those ghosts up there, and they can't get down to me, so I'm good. Okay. So that's 2 down. And this should be the last one if I've done my math correctly. But there's really no way to talk people through this part, because it's just, you gotta aim your body. Like, don't stop aiming once you get in front of this, because you can't really direct the force that you're launched at, but you can aim your body in midair. So like, okay, let me try to jump here. Okay, so I did actually land in that column of water there. So you just kind of aim your reticule, that white dot right here, towards the middle, and as you're flying through the air, no matter what angle you're at, no matter if you've overshot it or undershot it, just shoot your body and aim your body at the pad and turn in the middle of the air. So like, I can't, it's so frustrating because I can do it, but I can't talk people through it. it's so bad. So there's 2 launchers for that. One to get up here and one to go over there. So I'm going to try going down and doing it the other way. But I did successfully dodge all the scourge spiders here. If I was attacked by them, I didn't notice it, so that's why you wouldn't want to bring thralls for this mission. Maybe to get to the door, but not to get in. It's always interesting to me when there's a situation that you get into. You're like, this is so difficult. Why would you ever do that? When the whole point of the situation was not for you to fight, but for you to find a way around it, you know? And that gives me the most regret in like D&D games when I've blunt forced my way through something that I could have just navigated around or tried to make friends with. That really hurts me, because I'm like, oh man, I should use my brain instead of being a cave person, you know?
You can walk out of here with a bargain
So yeah, again,
or a frown.
you can
Your
buy
choice.
it, make these purchases, yada yada. So my goal is going to be to get onto Age of Calamitous, come in here, do what I've done right now, only without God mode or cloak or anything, navigate the platforms, do the jumping and everything like I need to, and get um,
You can
'cause
walk out of here with a bargain
I have bitter crinola
or
for
a frown.
days. I have
Your
mystical
choice.
plant for days probably, and I have thousands of Vulcan bees.
Home
So I could
again,
buy
if you
several of
survive.
these and sell them as a merchant. Um, just putting in the work in game to buy these, and then just for the 5 emeralds, sell the tomes as well. You know, because we have vendors we can set up on server too. So see, now I would just dive right down instead of fighting if I were ready for that stage, which is nice. Okay, bit of a lag spike when I hit the menu, but we'll be... Alright, let's try it again. Did I go too far? It's nighttime now too. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, I can't see. What I was gonna try to do is find a way to get somewhere and... Yeah, they just walk right up behind me, so that's not... There's no point to that. That's the thing, if I can walk up it, so can they. I would be dead by now. Okay, look, so they'll go away. Time of day, okay. Freeze time. And we'll just... Gave myself a bedroll like I would be able to do with the kits. Constantly. So it has to turn around. Or not. Okay, yeah. So you would eat, drink, try to like rebalance yourself here. I'm gonna try to just straight run it here. I don't know if it's gonna go my way or not, but I doubt highly I'm actually gonna be able to run past everything here. I'm gonna get crippled, and then I'm gonna get stuck, and then I'm gonna die. But that's fine. Maybe you can dodge. I dodged into it hit there. That's intense. So they don't follow you in here, I don't think, which is great. I'm just gonna keep running. Maybe that's the plan. I got stuck a bit there, but that's fine. Here, dodge like I did before. We're good. Bit of fall damage there, but this is where you would do the majority of your healing. I didn't bring any healing potions or anything. That would have been really good. If I had brought aloe, I could have had aloe potions. But the good thing about these ghosts up here on the platform is that this is probably all I'll be able to make at this stage, being the level I am, with the access of resources that I have. Which is not much, not many, so. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to heal myself back up to full health. This is intimidating. This is really intimidating. It's like, I'm gonna be able to use this knowledge in-game. That's the thing. That's what's so cool about this. Okay. Is that all I'm gonna get? I'm gonna have to use another one. Okay, yeah. So I'm constantly re-aggroing these ghosts because they can see me and I can see them. Like, they're in targetable range. They're not that difficult to kill, thankfully. If you have a good experimental weapon on from DM tools, or if you have a legendary weapon with reach, you should be able to easily keep those guys away from you and hopefully do what you need to do. Like, from here I can see the first jump pad. I was running around in the middle thinking that they had placed it in the middle because people were complaining about needing to fight these guys. Okay. Moment of truth here. I don't think I could even place a bedroll in here because you're not allowed to build in this region, so I think I have less building placement restrictions on my single player, so I can't actually accurately depict where you're able to place a bedroll. But I think where I put mine outside is pretty accurate, and this is the best you're gonna get as far as places to not get attacked, because this jump pad and the next one, there's a spider spawn on the next jump pad up, so you're gonna have to like avoid it and not die from the impact of the jumping and from other stuff. So it launched me into a pillar? Why? Game, why you do this? I kinda jumped blindly. That's the thing. Yep, died. Dead roll. It launched me into a pillar. That's what makes this so difficult. Like, If you're not ready, maybe you're supposed to put... I put a bedroll down. What do you mean? I have a bedroll right here. Okay, let's approximate an admin teleport. Immediately start running because we don't know which way we're going. Alright. Zigzag. Okay, let's try to get this done. Run. Just run. Don't even worry about it. Just run. Dodge as much as you can and just keep dodging. That's the lesson that I've learned. And then just run over here. Run over here. Don't worry about it. You're out of stamina, but that's fine. Okay, now we're good. So we would need to, instead of aiming ourselves at that hanging protrusion in the ceiling, we would need to aim ourselves at that platform. So not only are you going to have to run over there, slide down, and jump, but you're also going to have to aim your body in such a way that you don't aim at that, you aim at that. So, it's intense. But, you know, such is game apparently. I don't know who thought this was a good plan, but it's a challenge, but I guess it's not like a lethal challenge as much as I thought it was. Once you get into there, if you're like trying to defeat everything that's in your way, you're gonna pretty badly hurt yourself. Okay, I have 10 health left. $19. I'm trying to do this realistically. I think this is about as realistic as I can get, you know? I had steaks. I ate all my food. Completely blanking on the name of cooked flesh, like cooked savory flesh. What is it? Some sort of meat? I'm just gonna say it's dried meat. Go with that. I don't know what the name of the stuff that I would be eating at this stage would be. So I'm gonna try to drop down onto this. Ooh, missed it. I'm gonna try bedroll again. I don't know why it's doing me like this. I put down a bedroll. I guess if you know how to set your spawn point correctly, then you would be able to do it in this way. I don't know. I don't know why my bedroll's not setting like it should. But like as soon as I get back here, I'm like, all right, let me run. But in game, I would more than likely just have everything die. You know, just kill everything. It's wait, I'm crippled. Ah, run, run. Because the more they hit you, the more they cripple you. The more they cripple you, the more they can, like, keep you out to hit you more. Build stam. Round the bend. Ooh, can't get around him. Can't get around him. Yeah. They hit. They hit hard. I think if you can time your arrival at that doorway the way you should, then you can be like, okay, I'm gonna try taking out the shield for this one. I did not mean that. Let me get the map. Okay. Maybe if you equip a shield, you can like shove them a little bit. If they're not where you want them to be, you can push them back a bit, and then just nav right around them. Like, on server, I wouldn't have a problem with this at my stage, at my level. I dodged left and right at the same time there, and nothing happened, so. Oh look, my death beacon. Isn't that nice? Lighten up the way for me. Try to like... I can't even like shield up this. No. You can only apparently dodge one of them. I'm gonna try bed just to see if it's a glitch. This is weird. I put down a bedroll. I couldn't imagine trying to do this with drop on death in play. Because like you would have your stuff stuck into inside the mouth of this monster or this statue. You'd have all your possessions in there, like everything. Or I guess if you went home and tried, I ran into that. Why do I keep dodging? I need to dodge right then left. I mean, it's not complicated. Come on. I can regen stam here. It's a nice safe space. I'm gonna try to give them time. I think you have to wait. I think I've been trying to run in here and just do everything. Yeah, you gotta wait and dodge around. So yeah. What is that, 3 or 4 times that I've died? If I had been able to look down and refill my water skin while I was doing that, then that would have been an ideal situation. But no one says once you get to this point that you can't just sit down and have a meal, you know, and drink water and calm yourself and like do what you need to do here. Nothing's gonna respawn at this stage. So if you need to take a minute to let the sating effect heal you, then that you can do that, you know. It's not necessary to do everything in one go. It might be gratifying to do everything in one pass, but it's not necessary. And I have under 500 health right now, but on server I have like 800. So I'm just giving myself regular food. I mean, I'm level 35. Maybe at this stage I've run out of cooked savory flesh and I'm just like working with what is the cooked cooked feral flesh is some sort of roast, I think. Shredded roast. Oh, that's too much. I forgot the stacks are 10,000. I would definitely not have that much. Okay, maybe I've got 40 of those. Maybe. If I came prepared for this, which I did. It's kind of embarrassing that I would start a how-to video without bringing enough food to actually give myself the benefits that I need. I don't know. So maybe on server, if you're allowed to build in this area, I would put maybe right here a well. Just stick it into the wall and allow people to like refill their water skins so they can heal themselves from the journey inward. Maybe. If it'll let me do that, I don't even know if it will. But I want to craft it first and do all this stuff to get it done. This is going to be a lot of like, okay, wait, you know? I don't think it's built to do all in one. Pretty confident in my ability to get down there right now, but I want to heal to full health before I do that. It's gonna take me a minute because I'm using feral flesh to heal, but I just want to give it a second because these guys can't attack me. They don't have bows, so there's really no need for me to go in guns blazing with like 60 more health that I could have had, you know. Because once I climb down here, I'm gonna turn around, find the jump pad, hop onto it, launch into the air, be thrown at that pillar, hopefully grab it instead of sliding down it. Maybe stand still for a second or two, regen my health, regen my stamina bar, climb back up, watch the spider that's on that platform continue to aggro but not be able to hit me because I'm up in the air, and hopefully if I'm fortunate enough, aim myself at that platform across the way. So it's across, not directly at that, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to this, and I don't know if I'll be able to make all of them. And I guess this is kind of a realistic examination of what I would have in resources at this point in time. Okay. Alright, full health. Let's try it. Crippling poison? Really? Just kind of direct your body, that's what you do. Missed it completely. Wow. This is gonna be demoralizing on such a high level. Like, oh, wow. I'm glad I'm doing all this in single player because actually having this many death tokens everywhere would be humiliating. Okay, I did build a well, so I'm gonna go do the requisite water skin refill heal up thing. I mean, assuming you have access to this technology, you know, because you probably don't. At the beginning stages, you don't have a healing well or a healing water skin. So being entertained, I think, heals you faster. Maybe not that much, but I think it helps. So we're just gonna take a short break to try to regen something. Actually, let me see if I have any aloe or anything that could help me do this faster. You might be able to ride a horse through here. Maybe you could do rough wraps, that would be nice. Yeah, let's take those out. Because I've already crafted them. That would be something that I would use probably. Maybe I'm not using aloe potions, but maybe I'm just using rough wraps instead. They do really well though, surprisingly. Alright, let's try it again. Teleport over there and then just scurry inwards. Let's go! Still got me, that's fine. Managed to dodge past that though, that was nice. I feel like they can hear me coming to some extent. If I take too long to enter that doorway, but if I go too fast, they'll also hear me coming. Let's do everything we can to heal up now, because once we get down there, apparently there's a poorly timed spider that can hit us with crippling poison that allows us to, like, keep, you know, not move as fast as we usually would and then die. Because I think the key to that one is you have to look at it from above and then jump down onto it and then aim your body. It's kind of tough to turn completely like a 180 from the wall to that while running, but I think it can be done. This is going to be me trying to do this multiple times and dying multiple times. Because I want to make sure I know how to do it, you know, without worrying about this. Aimed at the pillar. Died. person watching this is probably like, why don't you just fix your bedroll situation instead of continually admin teleporting back to where you were? I mean, we get it. Realism, right? But I don't know if it's because I gave myself that bedroll or what's going on. And I actually can't get down from here without flying in some capacity. Or, or God moding it. I don't know what's going on with this bedroll. It's weird. Okay. I updated my spawn point. I mean, I'm trying here, but it's just not a seamless process, you know? People who have their spawn point set farther back would have to do even more than this. It's Iwa, you know? Iwa's intense. Certainly not as easy as it looks, I guess. You know? I mean, maybe you could tell yourself, oh, I'll just, you know, I'll just run in and do it, you know? Yeah, let's just keep trying, I guess, you know? Did it. And maybe you need to jump at it from the left side in order to get it to launch you farther to the right. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, that was not pleasant. Aim yourself. And I died on the platform from the fall damage and the... Okay. Alright. That's fine. Maybe at this stage you would be maybe level 80 or something. Maybe they want you to, like, be a higher something? I don't know. I'm having a hard time figuring out what their rationale is behind this. Like, I'm just gonna stand at this well, literally, and just drink water until until I heal myself. This is dumb. I mean, I can see how people would be upset about it, you know? It's a system fraught with bugs, because I feel like I could easily get in there and, like, agility my way past it at my level, but I don't know, man. How long will it take me to figure out the passage? Maybe the answer is forever, because I don't know what's going on, you know? At all. At all. My healing is whack. Everything's whack. Everything's insane. I know how it's supposed to be done, but I don't think I'm capable of doing it. I mean, maybe if you just had infinite food and infinite healing, you might be able to make it happen, but maybe I'm supposed to have faction armor instead of this? I don't know. At this stage, I don't have it. But I feel like I could do it at this point if I just knew how to do the strategy better, you know? If I could strategize better, then I could do it, you know? It would be so, I don't want to say painless, but it would be less painful if that were possible, you know? It would be far less painful. So I'm just gonna drag myself back over here and pop back in, and that wasn't a seamless process, but I need to be, I think, closer to the gateway than I was. Right here. Great, I actually didn't manage to aggro anything in that area, so that was pretty good. If you could set a spawn point right at the mouth of this, then you'd be in business. Just dodge hard left. That's what I did. Alright, full health, full stamina regen. Let's try this again. How did I manage to hit the ground? Alright. Beggars can't be choosers. I mean, if we're gonna do this, let's do it. Graciously, I actually managed to land on the lip of this thing. And in theory, I could just sit here and regen my stamina and climb down, you know? But again, this is going to require a little bit more of the resources than I thought I would need. So maybe you want to make like actual aloe. And drink more of those. I think I'm gonna need more of those potions and just drink those and we'll be done. Yeah, but I guess if I had any advice about how to do this, I'd say take your time, figure it out in single player, and then do it in the regular game. And I'm hoping that the developers of this mod actually read the feedback that they're getting and don't read it as people complaining about the difficulty of a level, but read it as people who don't know what you did, trying to figure out what you did, and telling you that your design choices were pretty poor. People who are fine with difficulty being added to the game don't have a problem with that, and aren't usually the ones that are criticizing it. But when everybody's having a tough time, doing something, then they really don't need you to make, you know, life's difficult enough as it is without you making it more difficult. So if your feedback that you're getting about your mods, the stage is unnecessarily difficult, I mean, this is what you need to get the tome of blood magic and to get the first level of ascension, volume 1 of of your magic ascension, like one. Everything else you can more easily get access to probably than this, but like if someone asked me right now to use the volumes that I bought, if they were going to give them back to me, certainly I would definitely let them use them. Because this is kind of a lot, you know? Oof. I died from jump damage. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I was at full health. I got hit once, and I was at full health. Maybe the fall damage is too high. Maybe my server settings are whack. Do I just need better armor? Is that what's happening here? Hmm. I'm like holding my ribs and hurting like, ah! Alright. Let's check the settings. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, it's discouraging, but I mean, I said I was gonna try to do this, but that's fine. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Keep trying to do the same things, you know? Where am I? I teleported inside a tree? Maybe being in single player with Iwa is wrecking it? I don't know. But you can't just tell people who have been playing with Iwa for ages to just stop playing with Iwa, you know? Because they've got all this stuff that they got from Iwa, and they've got all these packages and bundles and stuff like that that are benefits for them that they've been playing with, you know? So I'm supposed to stop playing with the mods that I've been playing with, and then add other mods to accommodate the fact that you made this game too tough to actually play reasonably. I mean, I'm back at the well again, you know? I've got reasonable healing stuff that I've got at this stage. But, I mean, come on, you know? Alright, I mean, I haven't done it flawlessly in here, but I think that maybe you could watch this and see what I'm doing and try to emulate that on your server, minus all the god moding and flying and cloaking and stuff that I'm doing. I mean, I don't know. If you had an elevator straight across, it wouldn't be this difficult, but you gotta do the platforms now because you can't climb reasonably in that level, so. Sometimes I catch the wall, sometimes I don't. You know? It just depends on your ability, I guess. And maybe at this stage you would have access to concentrated aloe potions or something like that that would be easier on your healing ability or whatever. Maybe you're supposed to do regular magics first and then be... Oh. Let me just put all my extra points into vitality and see if that changes things. Because on server I have like 800 health. Maybe I just needed more to get through this. I mean, I'm trying here, folks. I don't need to do this research. I'm just doing it to try to help people, you know? Catch the wall! Gonna die. Gonna die. Yep. I don't even want to know how hard I hit the ground just then. Like, this is stupid. Like, I understand so much. I understood so much what people were going through when they try to do this. And I don't know if my guy is just buggy or what, but he's not catching any wall at all that he can catch. When he takes fall damage from like a foot down, let me just see if there's a setting. Okay, player damage taken is at half now. That's stupid. People can't just change the server settings to accommodate stuff. We're gonna go back to regular. Yeah, people can't just do that. That's so convenient for me to do, but what if you don't have that option, you know? Let's go ahead and admin in some more easily craftable weak potions. If I went up and down the coastline with a steel sickle or with an iron sickle, I could easily get the ingredients required for this. Weak, not weapon. I think it's just aloe leaves, so. That's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with weak aloe potions. I have concentrated ones that I've put into the free stuff chest before, on server, so maybe those will be useful to whoever's actually trying to do this. I'm gonna replace that last wrap with torches. And one more of these. Alright, I'm at full health again. Let's try this again. Well, I guess this area is well lit, huh? Dead. Alright, so my character is refusing to catch the walls when he needs to. And I don't know if that's because this single player is a little buggy or what, but I'm gonna try doing this on server because this character is just not, he's level 35. I don't think you're supposed to want to ascend your magic at level 35. I think you're supposed to try to be like level 80. Maybe that's like, maybe it's more of an in-game thing now, magic. Maybe that's what you're supposed to be. Maybe you're supposed to be level 80-ish or something to get the stamina benefits that you need. I don't know. We're gonna try going up to 50 because nothing's working that I'm trying here. So let's. Doubtful that anyone would be this high in vitality. At this point, we're gonna max out grit as much as we can too. So I guess you'd have to re-stat yourself to go through this area. Maybe drink some yellow lotus potions or whatever. Whatever you need to do to make it happen, I don't know. At this stage, I'm just trying stuff. Because the answer to the question, how long will it take me to figure this out, is probably going to be a lot longer than I think it will be. I'm popping these potions like they're Tic Tacs. But in reality, in this world, it would be really difficult to get together. Alright. one more time. And I think after this, I'm just gonna say I don't know. 'Cause I think there's a point in this game. There's a point in every game. There's a point in every at every stage in life where you have to be like willing to admit that you don't know everything. You know, I'm gonna die. I died. I just spent all that time healing myself up, and I died. I typed in m/fly in the chat. That was not what I needed to type. Alright, we're gonna... Healing potion because apparently I don't know how to jump. Yeah, see how that damage I took just from jumping that far? That's so stupid. I don't have on my boots of shock absorption, apparently. I think maybe if you had better armor, you wouldn't have to worry about this. My dancer's done. So's my armor. I forgot to check my wheels. Okay, let me put these guys down so we can have a moment of happiness. Before I, sally forth into the... We have an armor now. Look out, folks. We got an armor. And these are all people that I've been, like... that I've knocked out in the actual base game. As a regular player. Let's put you next to her. Look at you guys. I don't know, it makes me happy. And it makes me entertained, which is nice. I'm aware that I'm probably chugging these like Tic Tacs. But I feel like between the dodging just to get into the entrance and all the stuff that you need to do here, that it is possible. It's just a very low probability that you'll actually be able to do all of this stuff, you know? You have to be able to heal yourself like almost instantaneously. So admin panel, cheat panel. I think at level 50 you'd probably have regular aloe potions, maybe, that you could craft, you know? Maybe not concentrated, but you'd have regular ones. So I'm gonna put those on the hotbar instead and see if this goes a little smoother. Yeah, that's better. I think it was the weak aloe that I was trying to do. I was trying to get the weak aloe extract to do stuff that I should have been doing with the regular. Instead of running around, I took a second to look and see where I was spacing and then turned towards the exit this time. Hit twice. Yikes. That's a double cripple. I am looking better on health though. That's nice. Okay. Ah, made it. Full health too, look at that. Nice. Didn't take a single point of damage, but I'm probably gonna take poison as I run off this ledge. And I can back up over here, actually, because I'm not gonna get swiped at by these guys. They can't, their swords don't reach that far. So. I have more health than I've ever had. I have more grit than I've ever had. So maybe it's level locked, so you're not supposed to be able to do this before a certain stage. All right, let's try it again. I caught the wall this time. I didn't get poisoned. I'm gonna work my way around here instead of just dropping down. I'm gonna work my way around the wall with all the grit that I have at my disposal. Wow. Maybe if I just hunker down, they won't see me. Let's try one more. We're tempting fate here, but I'm gonna try to heal to full before I jump on this thing. This is my last attempt. I want to make sure it... Nope. Nope. Yep. Okay. So I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a mod. I'm not a developer. I'm allowed to not know. Right? That's the answer that I'm coming up with right now. I'm scratching my head literally and just shrugging because I have no idea. I have no idea how a human being is expected to be able to do this. Maybe you have better armor. That's what I think. I think at level 50 you would have fought so many things and like worked your way up. Maybe you would have better armor than medium armor. Because like right now I have champion's armor. You know. Maybe that's... I'm not gonna give myself a specific weapon, but I'm gonna say... Maybe you would have graduated to heavy armor. I mean, that's feasible. It's regular armor. I had 588 health before I died, and now I have 560. You know, between all the potions that you would get, I guess, as a regular player. Maybe you'd already have this? I don't know, I'm guessing here. That was a journey step. Crap. Alright. Let's try gearing up with heavy armor this time. Perfect health, heavy armor. Is everything heavy? Yeah. Alright. Water skin. Um, yeah, okay. So we'll attempt this with heavy armor on this time instead of medium. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need good armor. Hopefully I won't teleport myself into a treetop over here next time. I mean, you probably have an iron shield or an iron targe at this point. I wish I could see my damage reduction. With this user interface, I'm not allowed to see that. Nice. Going well so far. Nice, nice. Right. Prepare yourselves and jump. Catch the wall. Catch it. Good job. Alright, we caught the wall. We're good. Approach from the left. Jump. Try to get on it. Yeah, we made it. We got it. Hit the wall. Missed it. Overshot. Okay. I feel like if we had made that jump, we would have been good to go. But I just didn't navigate myself properly through the air, so... See how far down I went in health just then? That's intense. Maybe the damage reduction isn't on here, but 943 is pretty close to the armor that I have. I have like 17 something at my level, you know? I have a full set of Champions Arena's armor on server, so maybe that's why I'm finding this a little bit lackluster. And maybe you could buy armor patches to put on these to make them better too. That's the thing I'm not doing. I'm just adminning stuff in as an estimate to try to see if that's like an approximation of what they would want you to have at this stage, but I don't know. I don't have any sort of knowledge about that, you know. I've tried putting down a bedroll here, but I think I just have to craft it, but I'm not sure. It says spawn point updated, it's just not working like a regular bedroll at all. So we're gonna take out my shield. I'm gonna go over here. Let's go here. Not that way, this way. Nice, missed me. Their aim isn't perfect, especially when you're running. You know. Okay. Hold. Hold. Go! Alright, hold. Go. Catch the wall. Caught it? Good. Drop, run, left, hop, aim, catch, and we made it. Get on the corner. Drop. We're at full health. This should be the one where we actually get it. I have greater camera distance mod on mine. Oh man, it kicked me off. That was traumatic. Okay. So we're getting there. We're making progress. We got the first jump down. And I spider climbed the wall at the last second there, so I didn't get a ton of damage taken from that. Now the healing water skin that I have on server is actually much better than this. So we're just kind of working with what we've got here. That last one was unnecessary, but to anyone watching this, I am aware of like how many of these potions I'm consuming right now. The weak aloe potions just require aloe leaves, and I think the regular ones require maybe plant fiber and some other stuff. I'm not really gonna get into that right now, but I'm aware of how much of this stuff I'm consuming. Like, I know, you know. There's a concentrated that requires alchemical base that I think I might have gotten around this level, maybe level 60-ish. But with the Iwa installed, I don't think I would have had that I don't think I would have gotten that recipe. So I'm not gonna give myself that because that would be unfair. Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah. I just drank all those potions for nothing. That's fine. Alright. This time I was ready. There's a tree right here. That's the thing that sucks. Okay. So I could just do that then. Understandable. pretend that you can come down from over here. And then just... Yeah, next time I can just port right here. Instead of doing the arduous run-in. It's unnecessary. You know, people understand. You gotta run past the sand beasts outside, sand reavers. They don't really need me to play through that section, you know. This is about the passage, not the outside surrounding area. So, made it in. I just can't take the fall damage like I should be able to, you know. It would be different if this area were nice and spongy, then, you know. And I'm aware that people who are trying to make progress in this game don't have the option to just give up and wait till they get to a later stage. You know, I'm at max level, I can probably do this, but my hope actually for this is that, again, that Age of Calamitous will hear people who are saying that this is too difficult in the Idea Suggestions channel on their Discord. Everybody's saying that the old passage was much better. This new one is possible, but it's insane. Okay? This is insane. So what I've come up with, this is going to be my last time trying this, because it's taken me forever, and I'm streaming for no actual reason. So what I figured out so far is just, you can dodge these guys by running to the left to get down to this area. And this is where you can usually heal up from the adversaries outside. And then if you get here, you can do your healing, and you look over to your left, there's the first jump pad that's on the ground. Once you take that one, you aim yourself, you don't aim at this. You need to jump on that from above, but from the left side. So jump from the left side, it'll aim you towards the right most of the time, and I'm usually able to get on that platform and then just climb down, don't jump. Learn from my mistakes, that was terrible. And then if you jump, you can jump on this jump pad, get to that platform, do your healing, heal up again, you know, build your stam, jump on the jump pad to the left on this one, try to aim for that water column in the middle, and then land on that, heal yourself, and then make your purchases. But again, I am not an expert at this. I have died so many times. I'm starting to like actually physically get sad. You know, with everything going on right now and with the pandemic and everything, this is a difficult time for everybody. So I mean, I do what I can to help people figure this stuff out, because it's a fun game that we all like to play, but I'm hoping that it won't be like this forever. And, you know, people who have figured this stuff out could just, like, build an elevator system from here to there and not even worry about this. Because you would ideally just jump down off of that over here, get right here, walk across, you know? Because you could feasibly do that too if you had less building placement restrictions, but that's the thing. Who builds an area and then tells people to cheese it? You know? I mean, I'm sorry, but am I stupid? The point of this is to actually try to do it the way it's built to be done, right? Like, what did you expect me to attempt? I'm getting to a point where I'm like irritating these people. It's irritating. It's like GameStop, really. It is. It's so annoying. And I don't mean the company, I mean like the stock thing, like the shorting of it. That's been in the news lately. Like, I was checking online and watching the stock price history. It was like $3, $4, and then it went up to like $399, and it was $399 today, like just shy of 400. And I was like nodding in approval, you know, like this is great. So yeah, that gave me a little bit of hope for humanity. It was so cute, you know. And I don't have the money to jump on the bandwagon right now because they don't allow partial stock purchases for for GameStop right now. But I think it's at a point where I could either buy a share or I could pay my bills. So I think I'm gonna choose the bills one, you know, pay my student loan bills and stuff. I've been putting off this last attempt for the longest time. Let me just go. This is the closest I've ever gotten. This is so weird. Alright. No god mode, no cloaking. This is how I've managed to do it. Okay, aim towards the center. Towards the center. Keep your eyes on the center. And I've failed. Okay, I think I was looking too high up in the air. That was close. That was actually close. Let's try to do this again. I think one more good attempt, and I should be able to do this. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I guess if you wanted to, you could take the time to fight these things and kill them, just so you could have the respawn timer free, I guess, or have the respawn timer started, so you don't have to worry about them. Full health too, look at that. So maybe this is a level 60, level 70 type of deal. I'm level 50 currently. I could be wrong about this, but I think maybe it's supposed to be a higher level thing. Yeah, so I live here now. I live here now. This is my house. Welcome to my house. It's not that it's not that spacious, but it is a place where I can live, you know? I'm just gonna just wait for the sated effect to heal me enough because staying here is not eating into my stamina. So I can just rest right now, you know? I'm in a relaxed mountain climber's hold apparently, and I can just stay here indefinitely until I heal up like I need to do. I'm not allowed to take potions right now, and I'm trying, but it's not letting me, which is fine. I can settle for sated and then try to shoot myself once I drop down off of here onto this thing here. I can like fling myself across the way over there and then heal the rest of the way, I hope. At least that's the hope anyway. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm not sure. It's a big fat I'm sorry. Anybody watching this is like triggered by the spider sound effects that continually like echo in my ears. But yeah. Let me just take a second to thank the new follower, Jester Suave. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. One word. Thanks for the follow. Thank you, Simon Sings, for the follow 13 days ago as well. Usually I'm playing a lot of Conan Exiles. I want to branch out to different games, but I really don't know what people want to see me playing. I've tried a little bit of I've tried a little bit of Among Us. I've tried a little bit of I don't know what that other one was, the D&D online thing. Just a few different things. But yeah, it looks like you can just stay here and heal, honestly. I lost the sated effect, I forgot. That's what I was waiting for. To actually take effect, so we're in a pretty good situation right now, and I could probably drop over there and be within like 10 hit points of death, but I really don't want to do that right now. I want to give this spider a chance to go away, you know? Hopefully sated should take me to full health. See how it went from one side to the other and then aggroed? If I can time that right, I can drop off of this, back up, fly over here. It's just a matter of knowing where I'm at, you know, spatial awareness once again. So I'll probably like get to full health, notice where the spider is, jump off in the opposite direction, and then try to aim my body as I fall onto this jump pad so I can fling myself over towards the jump pad that's right behind my back right now. Because in the macro, there's behind my shoulder blade is the water column for see that platform right there? That's where I want to get. But I know I need to go to this jump pad behind my head first. So, yeah, I just lucked out with the handhold right here. Landing from that jump pad that's near my foot right now. Near my left foot. My left foot should be kind of shaking and pointing at it, kind of standing on it almost. So from there I got to here. I grabbed this post. Instead of catching a hold up there up top, I caught the side over here because I tried jumping down from that onto this and landed on some sort of an invisible barrier, which I didn't really like. It's gonna be a matter of timing for this, you know, when I'm back at full. And there I am. Okay. I think we might be able to do this now. Okay. At the middle, at the middle, at the middle, at the middle. Come on! So close. I shouldn't have tried to jump onto the jump pad from one to the other. That was dangerous. Alright. More aloe. I have concentrate and I have cure that I can craft at my station's on server right now, but I don't even think I considered ascending magic until I was around 120. So I had been 120 for a while and I was like, I wonder, you know, because I had heard so many things about how awful it was from Church because he had tried to get the higher tiers of he tried to get all the magics early. That's like the thing he spent time on instead of thrall taking. So I had heard that it was not worth all the effort from him before. So I really didn't bother with that before. I focused on my thralls, leveling those guys up, getting pets, getting those pets levels, crafting things, building my base up the way I wanted it to be. Now that may have been a mistake, but that's why I had the levels that I had at that point. With the greater camera distance, I'm having a tough time figuring out what angle anybody would be viewing their character at to help with this perspective. But yeah. Shockingly, the spider's actually on the other side this time. No? Is my angle just wrong? Okay, there's one directly below me, but there's also one next to me. Okay. I don't know, I feel like this is the one. We're gonna actually get it this time. I'm trying to get like a decent, yeah. This is about where you usually play anyway, within this field division. But greater camera distance lets you zoom out a little. I think that's all it does, to be honest. But it gives you an advantage sometimes where you wouldn't usually have one in the base game of being able to look past something. Try it. Usually it's easier to climb up or down if you're on a corner. Okay. I think I think my conclusion on this is going to be that I don't know. I know in theory how it's supposed to happen, but I can't actually reproduce those results on stream. I've been streaming for about wow, actually almost 2.5 hours of me trying to figure this out. Um, I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. And I'm sorry if you were like watching this to wait for me to have a a moment of triumph, if I can speak correctly. Um, I don't have the answers. I don't know. I'm just spamming potions and trying to get this done. I feel like I'm really close to a breakthrough. I've done it before, twice on stream. Um, but it's the damage and the attacks that get me. You know? I've done it while cloaked, I've done it in God mode, I've done it just with God mode, but as a regular player, I find myself, I think, incapable of doing this, you know? Which makes me sad. You know, it's unnecessary. It's supposed to be a fun game. How is this fun? So that's my current estimation of the passage. It's just it's not conducive, you know? Because I guess maybe at level 120 you would start leveling up your magics, but come on, dude. I mean, try, you know? Try doing this. Where even is the door? There it is. It's difficult to do. He hit me twice. Crap. Okay. Well, I'm crippled. I can still run though. Haha. That's fine. I walked it off. If you manage to get in this doorway, and if you manage to drop down like you need to. And if you manage to get onto the platform, and if the spider doesn't knock you off, and if you get over here. Like, literally, I get right here and then I don't do it. Maybe if you piece together the part where I get from there to here together. Nah, that's cheating. Let's get back over here. That's not what we want to do. We want to do this the fair way, you know? Everything's aggroing me right now, watch. That was unwise. I was gonna just fly over there and try to make the jump again. Because we got to a point, you know. Okay. I'm not flying, but I had the fly command toggled in chat, so I'm ready with it. I can just double tap enter key, which is a luxury that most people don't have. If I get into a situation where I can't get myself, or I'm falling down again. But I think my answer to this is going to be that I can't do it. If I get to 2.5 hours of streaming, in attempts to make some sense of this area, I'm just going to say I can't do it, and that'll be my conclusion. And I have to change the title and just say, how long will it take me to figure out the passage? The answer is probably forever. Just so people don't waste their time watching this. But I have a strategy. I don't know how it's supposed to be done at this level. I don't know. That's my answer. My answer is I don't know. My answer is I have absolutely no idea. Like, I've managed somehow, against all logic, to get to that last platform, but instead of jumping down or climbing down in a reasonable fashion, I climbed down directly onto the platform, um, jump thing, and then went immediately to jump into the water stream, but I overshot. So it's just like you gotta keep trying, you know? And it seems stupid, especially if you have drop inventory on death. I do not envy you, because currently the way this is built, it's not built for that. And I would suggest if people have drop on death for different things, that they add Pippi, you know? That they add Pippi and have a system where players help each other. You know, if you're in PvP and you have drop on death, then I don't really know what to tell you as far as getting this to work, because people are out to get you. Um, if you have PvE though, I would suggest setting up a library, or even on PvP, you could have a library set up, um, where you're allowed to borrow a book to do what you need to do. Um, maybe set a warp there, but I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna try this again, but this time I'm gonna do what I was gonna do earlier, which is just... No. Guess what we're not doing? We're not doing the thing where I die a bunch of times from fall damage. That's what we're not doing. If you can fly, I highly recommend it. If you're allowed to fly on your server, just fly over. You know, it's not necessary. I'm just trying to do this for demonstration purposes, because we're at the 2.5 hour mark, and no person in their right mind is actually gonna watch an entire stream of this. It's stupid. And I'm so glad that I went ahead and did everything in the beginning stages. So you would... Apparently, you're supposed to land on this over here. This jump pad launches you up to this. There's no sprint when you're in fly mode. That's why I'm going so slow. So you would... Over here, you would land on this, heal up if you can, wait for the spider to go around. Like so. Land on the jump pad. Propel yourself over here. And then from over here, you would be flung into the air. Keep your eyes on the platform. And you land and die. So yeah. I mean, I made it to the platform. I splattered my guts all over it, but I made it. And we've passed the 2.5 hour mark. I don't have any answers. I thought I had them, but I don't. I'm not an expert. I have no idea. If you have Pippi, you could set a warp there. If you have less building placement restrictions, you could build an elevator or a walkway in this area. But I highly recommend just finding somebody who already has Tome and begging them to let you use it instead. Because this is stupid. You know, there's a couple ways you can get around it. If you have Pippi, you can fly, or you can, as an admin, set a warp for your players to get to this point. But I'm running on nothing right now. I'm literally running on nothing to get to my death beacon, because I actually managed to make the jumps disjointed, but I made them. But yeah, I highly recommend not doing what I just did. If I'd been able to interact with him in the split second before I landed, then maybe I would have had a dialogue box open and could have bought what I needed. But this is intensely painful. Let me just have myself backlit by my own death beacon. Yeah, this is intensely painful, guys. It's not easy at all. Only reason I'm standing here right now is because I can fly. You know, if you can fly, just fly over. If you have less building placement restrictions, just build a walkway. You know, if you have Pippi and you're an admin, set a warp over here. Your players will really, I bet, appreciate that. Like a warp right here would be nice, you know? So they don't have to go through the entire dungeon or jump, 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 die, die, die. Especially if you have drop on death. I would not recommend this area at all. I am not a fan. I managed to get parts of this done, and maybe if I had some sort of skill in editing, I could put these things together, you know, put in like visuals of me making the jump from the first jump pad up into the air, from that first platform with the spider on it to the second platform with the 2 jump pads, and then put in like splice in the last section of me making that last jump successfully. Maybe. But I do know, like, once you set your eyes on this column of water, if you can just like keep your reticule aimed at it and just circle around it, you can fall in an artistic way to land on this so that you don't die immediately. Because I feel like that slows your descent. The water column will pad your fall if you can aim your body into it. But I just didn't do it that well. Uh, yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream of how long is it gonna take me to figure out the passage. The answer is forever. The answer is it's gonna take me forever to figure out the passage. I know what you're supposed to do, but I just can't do it. And I don't envy anybody who has to make that choice now. I already got my tomes, so on server I have all of my stuff. I play on a PvE server. We don't do drop on death where I'm at, so I don't have to worry about a lot of that, and I'm really more than ever appreciative of the system that they have set up on the Age of Calamitous RP Light server that I play on with the admins Jester and Captain L. Because they really do a good job of keeping everything balanced, but at the same time not making it completely impossible. Stuff like this, situations like this, I'm really glad I don't have to worry about it because I did all this stuff and pushed through and did it before they made these changes because I knew it was going to be pretty bad. As bad as it was, you know, it was easier than this, you know. It's kind of cringe. So yeah, at level 50, I was barely able to get this done. I think maybe at higher levels you'd have more health if you had more vitality, but I don't know. I'm not like a savant or anything. I have a theory of how it's supposed to happen, and that's all I can impart at this time. You know, I hope desperately that they change this to make it more reasonable. No one who plays Age of Calamitous, to my knowledge, wants this to turn into a jump platform game. Especially when we die and have to, like, deal with the consequences of death, whatever they may be. Either respawning at your bedroll with all your equipment or respawning at your bedroll with none of it. You know, it's not something that we requested, I don't think. I don't know where that came from, where that desire came from, or who was tired when they developed this, but it's not ideal. So if you can find someone on server who has the Tome of Blood or is willing to let you borrow it for a second, I would highly recommend that before you start trying to tackle this dungeon the way it is, if you're not allowed to build or fly or use an elevator or platform of any kind to traverse this region. You know, if you're stuck in a situation where you have to use the jump pads, try to find somebody else that has the tomes that is willing to let you use them. That's all I've got for you. You know, I've done the research, the work in the field, and the earlier parts of the stream should show you ideally how you're supposed to try to do it. Um, but I can't replicate those results in a regular player's setting, so sadly that's the conclusion of the stream. Um, I think I did say at the beginning it was going to be the worst that you've ever seen, but it was really just me rambling as I try to do something that I'm not capable of doing. So if you liked it, I guess there's a heart somewhere that you could like. I don't know. Follow me on Twitch. I'm also on YouTube. If this gets enough views, I'll be putting it on there. Usually I try to get the more popular streams uploaded to YouTube so people can watch them later. Um, the VOD for Twitch isn't that extensive, so videos from a couple months ago or so forth would be on there. So yeah, that's the end of the stream. You know, like and subscribe, follow me. If you have an idea of something that you want to see me do playthrough on, or do a game you want me to play, or a section of the AOC mod that you want me to demonstrate, I will try. You know, I've been reading about people in the Age of Calamitous Discord, French people, German people who don't understand the changes that have been made or don't really understand the guides. So if you don't, if English is not your first language and there's a section that you want me to go over, I will try. Recently I did a Magie du Sang guide for blood magic with the aid of Google Translate for blood magic. Tried to do a little bit of a demo thing to show how things were done. I did 2 streams. One was longer than the other. One was a shorter, like, go here, do this, turn left type of deal, without me really talking much. So if English isn't your first language and you have a tough time understanding how to do something that's convoluted, like making honest cores, for instance, I can put my language settings into whatever it needs to be and do a walkthrough for that too. If that's something that you need, just reach out to me on Twitch or Twitter or Discord or YouTube or however, you know, however that works for you. Just let me know and I'll do a playthrough, and I hope it helps, you know, the other stuff that I've worked through before. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Sorry that none of this was in a succinct, clippable way. As far as how to do it, I had a strategy in there, but it just kind of fizzled out. I don't know. This area is really difficult, so I wouldn't, you know, to anybody who's trying to like play through this, don't feel bad. You know, it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough platform and setting to deal with. You know. So yeah, that does it for me. I'm gonna jump back into the Age of Calamitous RP Lite server that I play on, and see what I have as far as books on my bookshelf. And if I have an extra, I'm gonna put that out to be loaned, and start a library of some sort. I feel like that would be a good addition to the server. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Follow me, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and all that stuff. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.